Alrighty, hello and welcome to Nova Drift. Nova Drift is a early access game. It's in active development. They are currently working on all sorts of interesting things. For instance, they had this new update, but I literally just started it, so I don't even know too much necessarily about the other things. Basically, it's a arcade sort of shooter. It's kind of easy just to show. You face off against a wave of enemies and you try to get as far as you can. I currently have it on the keyboard controls with WASD and space, as you can see. We start with this ship. Each time you get offered a number of different things. Can be shooting with space. But there will be waves. This time is just to I guess, make certain that you have a general idea of how it works. And we should see the first weak enemy ships in just a moment. When you defeat enemies, you get experience and can start upgrading your modules and such. Your first upgrades are for your weapon type, your shields, and for your ship frame. So we got a split shot, vortex, and pulse. I've not done split shot or vortex before, so let's do split shot. So it's just a array and a sort of cone shape. So it's like interesting. Interesting. Yeah. There is screen wraparound, so I can just go and appear over here. Bullets don't go around, but being near the edges is somewhat deadly if enemies spawn in right next to you. You can see in the bottom the blue bars are shields. The little white bar is it recharging to either heal or come back completely. Red bar is our full integrity. Ooh, those were very nicely lined up. Should we get into our next choicing, which are shields, then we get a ship choice. And finally is all of the different modifications for the ship, weapons, all sorts of fun things. So close. Hello there. Yeah, there's many different enemy types, as you can see. Different kinds of attacks and all. Okay, what kind? We can reflect enemy bullets, we can slow things within the radius, or teleport you when destroyed. Or teleport you when the shield is destroyed. Let's go for the reflect. It just is a interesting idea. These guys have to get in pretty close to start shooting, but there's typically a lot of them. Yeah, it starts out slow, and then it progressively gets good and hard. Especially with the boss waves, which I believe are every 10 or so. Better like 20. Spin. Got him. Yeah. I think there is some setting once you've played a few games which allows you to just start on wave 15, I want to say, so that you can not have to go through this slow stuff every single time, because, well, it's not exactly deadly. So we then get a ship body choice. There's the Spectre, which has a cloaking ability. Engineer increases construction limits of various mods, which we will get to see later. And the Firefly, which is fast, and your thrusters also deal some damage. It's a fun little thing. Having the speed is kind of nice. This is a sort of mini boss. You can see its health in the upper part, but not too difficult because just had to do it. So now we get to the mod point. We can have rerolls if we don't like any of these. We can increase blast radius, rapid fire, construct allies, shield durability. There's all sorts of things. We're going to go for rapid fire, I believe, because shooting fast is fun. And I probably will also want to get anything which increases the number of projectiles we shoot out. Wow, that guy's right on top of that ass. That's a sign that little comet kind of things are coming through. They deal a good chunk of damage to either you or enemies. Wasn't quite right. Having the bullets also affected by the velocity is sort of weird. Or hard to get used to. So we can increase weapon velocity and damage, increase projectile size, damage, and blast radius. Yeah, let's go for that. Make our bullets bigger. We also do have choices on there of like changing out the weapons or shields or stuff if we didn't like what we have before. Not really gonna do that. Kind of with this, it's sort of fun just to see whatever you get. Another blast radius is nice. Okay, got another upgrade. We can increase our weapon projectiles, but they have a smaller radius and weapon damage and lower size. I kind of want to do that, but I also don't want to make it too weak. Payload is nice, increases damage and stuff, but decreases rate of fire. Yeah, let's go for volley. Yeah. I don't think it's too bad, but we will want to take some more damage mods to account for it. Wave 20, so kind of first actual boss. Wave 10 is like a sort of mini one. It's relatively easy to take on the early things, it just gets much harder. Those things are not nice, they rip apart shields ridiculously. Ow, he just ran into it. He's almost dead. Haha, my thruster burn actually defeated him. That just gave us some rerolls. Oh crap, I hate these things. If you hit them wrong, then they split off into more. Good amount of them. We have 3 upgrades right now. We can go for burst fire, which is in rates of 3, but makes a flat delay between bursts. Let's increase our blast radius. Focus fire reduces spread, payload is just damage, and then splinter makes them spawn off other things. We're going to go for payload here, and then firing array, increase damage, blast radius for central projectile, increases spread, or we can make blast radius. Let's do firing array. I have not tried this before. Ooh, these are one of the little cardboard rings. They're just great. Honestly, it doesn't look too much bigger. I guess it's like a little bigger. It's not just massive though compared to others. Splinter. Yeah, let's do Splinter. It's interesting. Warpath gives you stacks whenever you're defeating enemies. Yeah, so this we are now to a lower rate of fire, but it should be interesting once we start hitting things and all. Yeah, see all the little projectiles had to go off. It's a very fun look to it. Ooh, hello there. Yeah. Man, I wish we had like a little strafing dash. Gotcha. Ramming speed. Or no. Yeah, trying to get a bit closer so that we can get more of our blasts hitting. And we'll just, haha, we reflected them back at it. All according to plan. Fusillade. Doubles base weapon projectiles, adds a projectile, minus damage. It's the upgrade thing. Over here, you'll see the things which need to go in to get to it. We will go for this. Again, decreases some of the damage and stuff, but a complete double is really nice. Also, a lot of the mods are able to be taken again for greater and greater effect. It's very funny because bullets everywhere. All of the different weapons act very differently, so it can... Just the barrage of bullets everywhere. Yes. There's no escape. Ooh, these guys are fun. They have these little things surrounding them, which are actually what shoots off stuff. Really? So it's like they have sort of a array of mini ships and drones. Wave 30. I think that gives us a... or should have a sort of slightly harder enemy for this one, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, that guy had a good amount of health. We can do burst fire. There's also things besides just damage for like whole strength, regeneration, thrusters, drones, all sorts of things. I don't want these, so we're going to reroll. Can charge up, increase weapon velocity for a bit of damage, targeting. Let's go for high explosive. We're just being damaged this time, which will lead to our deaths if we don't have any sort of support, but it's fun. These guys are fun. They just explode. Reflected that. It's like pinball. Yeah, they're like just moving mines. At Rupture. I don't think I've seen this before. No, I think I have. They rupture when destroyed, dealing damage in a blast radius equal to their whole strength. Yeah, let's do that. Seems fun. Yeah. Lots of secondary explosions. These guys fire like the railgun type of weapon class that we have access to. Got him. Easy. Yeah, and this is literally without any difficulty modifiers or anything. I have not necessarily unlocked all of them, but there are plenty of options which make this more difficult. Not great. These guys have a shield which reflects some damage, I believe, or at least protects from some damage. Yeah, it makes it not very effective if you are hitting them from the front. Okay. Let's get shield durability. Got it. Or most of them. I'm not even fully certain what's the guy up there. Our weapon spread is just too great. Alright. I think I'm going to make this just a short one. We aren't going to wait until I inevitably die. I just wanted to make this a sort of brief intro, and once I get some of the modifiers that let me make it harder so that I don't have to go through everything, it should be interesting to just do some things. You can see all of the stats here, all of our modifiers we pick, mainly damage, and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, it is very interesting. As for unlocks, there's various challenge modes which I haven't gotten yet, other gear which I have yet to unlock, and more mod trees, so I plan to do some more with this and see how it is. But it's a fun, kind of casual game. So, until next time.